Hello everybody, this is Hypercool64, and welcome to a very special side project. Welcome to Sonic Before the Sequel, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very special LP I decided to start today because I've been playing this game way too many times. I've been playing this game so much, along with its sequel after the sequel. And this is a fan game created by Lakefeperd, something, I forgot, I completely blanked out about his name. I'll put his name on the screen right now. It's made by this guy who actually has a YouTube channel that actually shows off trailers for games he's creating, or fan games he's creating. So yes, this is a Sonic fan game that was created by Lakefeperd, I think it was. And yeah, I decided to play this game for you guys because I've been playing this game way too much recently. I really like this game, and I thought I'd play it for you guys today. So welcome to Sonic Before the Sequel, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fan game that was made to sort of tell the story of what happened after Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Because, hence the name Before the Sequel, this game takes place before Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I don't know, I can't remember if I actually said after or before Sonic 2. If I did, I'm sorry. I said after. But, this is a really cool fan game. I really like how this fan game is structured. You play as both Sonic and Tails, and obviously we're playing Sonic first, and we're going to be playing Tails a little bit later. But, basically the story of this game is, well, Sonic the Hedgehog has just pretty much saved all the animals. He just defeated Dr. Eggman from the final zone, and now he's been teleported to this place, and now it's up to Sonic the Hedgehog to get back to or go find Dr. Eggman and stop Dr. Eggman's new airship called the Death Egg. Will Sonic actually be able to do it? Well, that's up to us to actually, find out. Or actually, if we actually complete this game, we will defeat the Death Egg. I mean, we all know what happens in Sonic 2, but we'll have to see if Sonic will be able to catch up to the Death Egg in time in this game. And, obviously, this game looks very similar to the traditional 2D style Sonic games from, like, the Genesis days. Except for, there's going to be a few differences that you might notice. First off, you might notice that there are a bunch of speech sections for Sonic. Sonic and Tails, sorry, that was voice crack, each have different types of stages. When you're playing as Sonic, the stage is more speed-oriented than platform-oriented. And when you're playing as Tails, the stages are more platform-oriented and puzzle-oriented than speed-oriented. Can I say oriented enough? Probably not. Anyway. But yes, you alternate between playing Sonic and Tails, and each character gets pretty much the equal amount of screen time. And both characters pretty much play the same amount of stages. Ultimately, in the end, you will play as Sonic maybe a little bit more, but overall, it's as close to even as it can get. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for the game. That's pretty much all I got about to say about the game. That's pretty much how the game is structured. And you might notice a little bit of few differences between this and the Genesis games, if you're to your Genesis games. First off, this game runs on the engine called Sonic Worlds, which, from what I've heard, is known to have some floaty physics. So, for people who have played the original Sonic the Hedgehog and the Genesis Sonic the Hedgehog games in general, you might notice that the controls don't feel exactly like the Genesis days. But that doesn't mean that the physics aren't bad by any means. I think the physics work just fine. But there are some cases in the game that I do feel the physics can work against you. But that's few and far between. And I do feel the physics work just fine for what this game is. So, yeah. You might also notice that with the physics, you can also run up walls a lot longer. But it's not like Sonic 2 where you can, or Sonic 4 I mean, where you can completely stand on walls. But you can run up walls a lot longer. You can... So, again, if you're too used to the Genesis games, you might notice a few differences between this and Sonic 1, Sonic 2, or Sonic 3 or something, but overall, the physics aren't too bad. And honestly, I don't blame the developer because it is because of the actual engine that he uses that the controls are this way, called Sonic Worlds. So, I'm not blaming the developer for this. Just blame the engine. So we are playing as Sonic right now, obviously, and as you can see, when you go down ramps, Sonic actually tends to get a speed up. He tends to speed up a little bit more when he's going down ramps long enough. So, that's what I meant about Sonic being speed-oriented. He has a lot more speed, type sections in his stages, unlike Tails, which has more platform/puzzle-oriented level design. And overall, I gotta say, the level design in this game is actually pretty good. I really am impressed with the level design in this game. It really does work very well, and I think the creator of this game did a very well done with, or a very good job, with this fan game, and it is loads of fun. And you might also notice that this game also has an original OST. When the game originally came out, the game actually didn't have an original soundtrack. It actually used tracks from other games, but not just Sonic games. He also used tracks from other games, such as Kirby or something. Since apparently Kirby is very popular with the hacking community and the fan community. I don't know why, but it is. And when he actually updated the game, and when the game finally released, when the final version came out, he decided to have multiple... I'm not so sure if he created music. He had other musicians create music for this game. And while not every single track of this game is completely original, most of the stuff in this game is pretty original. And I gotta say, the soundtrack in this game is definitely pretty fantastic. I'm really impressed with how the musicians really handled the music in this game. It's really fantastic. And they do a really good job at really making the tracks really fit the environments that you are in. So I applaud the developers for really doing a great job. So we are in Hilltop Heights zone right now. That was bad grammar. And I'm not quite sure if this is some sort of nod to, Hilltop Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I mean, it looks like Hilltop Zone, but, or it kind of does. Anyway, there's a special ring, by the way. There are actually special stages in this game, believe it or not. And there are no requirements for special stages. In fact, you don't get Chaos Emeralds for special stages because you already have Chaos Emeralds. Because they transfer from Sonic 1. Basically, in these special stages, all you do is you jump on platforms and collect rings. That's all you do. There are no requirements for special stages. There's no need to get Chaos Emeralds in these special stages since you already have them. So, they're pretty simple. There's just little quick bonuses that you can do at the end of the stage. And again, there's no requirements to them, so you don't have to stress out at getting 50 rings to get them. Or to get into them. But, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming a little close on time. I like to keep in mind, everybody, that I am using Bandicam for these videos. And because I'm using an unregistered version, I am limited to 10 minutes. So after the special stage is done, I will be ending off the episode. So, until then, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please check out my other content. I should probably turn on the video for the next, episode. So you guys don't get that much of an echo effect. I'm not quite sure, but anyway. Until next time, guys, I'm Hypercool64, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next episode.
Woo!